Wow, people wey suppose talk true to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Touchlight every corner. Oh, yeah, yeah. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live, and thank you so much for joining me. Before I go deeper into tonight's broadcast conversation, I want to use this moment to say thank you to every one of you who has kept faith with Maiyegun on this journey of, self-education and group or community awareness on what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. We have people with different, views, opinions about what is going on and what they believe should be the solution. But on Maiyegun's diary political, it is the melting pot for all of these diverse opinions, views, and all of that. Everyone seems to have found a solace on Maiyegun's diary, where we dish it out and let you decide. To my premium subscribers, let me tell you something. If you're watching me right now, on Maiyegun's diary political, I have all of you, my 36,000 base subscribers. It doesn't mean that everyone on Maiyegun's diary likes Maiyegun, but they kind of like the content because they are premium content, However, I have premium subscribers who would not have to worry about adverts or Maiyegun's diary videos. I have silver members. I've got gold members. Man, you should beat your chest. I am so proud to be called your favorite Maiyegun. All right. So I've got silver members. I've got gold members. I've got platinum members. I've got premium members. And I also have diamond members. These are premium YouTubers, YouTuber subscribers through Maiyegun's Diary Political who are giving their support. I have had them for months now. To every one of you, if you are watching me right now, I am personally grateful for that confidence and that support. And I never take them for granted. People are asking, why him? I don't know. Ask my friends who thought and believe that Maiyegun deserves every support. There are my friends who are actually pretty much going further, supporting every good thing Maiyegun supports. They extend hand of fellowship, reach out to people who need the support whenever Maiyegun calls. That is the community of Maiyegun's Diary Political. Something is going to happen first, before the end of this month, and from beginning of May. I told you about the money transfer company that approached Maiyegun's Diary Political. They know you, they watch, they are here, possibly watching us right now, right? So they know that we are a community, and therefore they are bringing in their business. For us, it's something we use all the time anyway. We all send money home, don't we? Many of us. The better way, which many of you probably will be aware of, they are building a promo code for Maiyegun's Diary Political, where you can use political as a promo code to get yourself some discount whenever you send money to any of your relatives in Nigeria, wherever you are. I'm going to tell you more. This is coming up before the end of the month or first week next month. I decided to use this opportunity to tell you that it's a good news. We are being supported. That means we are going places. We're going to build formidable platform that no money can buy. When they steal their dirty money in Nigeria, looking for platforms, looking for social media influencers here and there to help them launder their image, to make them look like angels, saints, and all of that. When they bring their blood money, when they bring their dirty money from Nigeria, count your favorite, Maiyegun's Diary, never to fall into that category of those they will approach. You know why? You built a platform with me, an independent platform that people are trying to compare with others, but they still don't know how. How is it doing it? I don't know. I just do things and then this seems to make sense. So thank you to every one of you. We are not in the category of the platform that is buyable. That alone should build your confidence in everything. You know why? Because we always lay it bare on Maiyegun's Diary Political. Thank you. We are doing well, and we don't hold them any explanation. Why are you talking dirty about these politicians all the time? Can't you just try and criticize somehow? They want to tell us how to talk about the criminals. And you know why we will never be in any way in their book of those they will tell how to talk? Because we are independent. I am Maiyegun, and I have a lot of friends. You may not know all my friends, but they are watching me. They are here right now. I have a lot. And that is what makes me different. And it's up to you if you take that in or not. Thank you. They said tell your story so that they don't help you tell your story. You know, when you let them help you tell your story, then they will begin to say, I remember, I know him. I remember 10 years ago. I remember you and your 10 years or 5 years ago, you were born. Because those who are making the history, who are building this, they are here. And thank you to every one of you. I wish I could mention your name one by one. You know what I'm talking about. Masari, Masari from Katsina, the governor of Katsina State, among other lunatics who are presently in charge of Nigeria. It is now very much evident that Nigeria of old, that Nigeria that has been hijacked for so long from every one of you, until those who realized that except they push back, they are done for. That Nigeria of old is gone. The Nigeria you have right now is now the Afghanistan you have been reading about. Yes, you have been reading about cutting off heads, bombing, suicide vests and all of that, kidnapping and all of that. There used to be things in the news. But finally, they have brought it home. Those who brought it home, they are telling us apart from every other horrible things they have done, they are telling us that they are just tolerating us. They're just tolerating you. And that came from the mouth of a man who is currently the governor of Katsina State. I'll tell you a bit about Katsina State so that you understand where all of this is coming from. Katsina State is is where Buhari comes from. The president of Nigeria, which happens to be the Muhammadu Buhari, from Daura from Katsina State. In 6 years of their son being the #1 man in Nigeria, 6 years has turned around the entire fortune of the state for the worse. Kidnapping, banditry, and so many other manners of criminality they have escalated in that part, and it became so worse that even Buhari is running away from his home. Today in Katsina State, people of Katsina State who have become refugees in Cameroon, because Katsina State, as much as it shares borders with Niger Republic, it also shares borders with Northern Cameroon, whereby those who were running away from the bandits from Katsina State, including Daura, where Buhari comes from, it got so bad. These terrorists even kidnapped the head of Daura, who happens to be in Yoruba part, we will call them the Bales, the head of Daura community. He was kidnapped. That man is not just the head of Daura, he is also the in-law to Buhari. Now, the context, the context I'm trying to paint, the picture I'm trying to paint here is this, right? Buhari came from a part where his own people are refugees in Cameroon as we speak, in their tens of thousands, right? The governor of the state, Bello Masari, who happened to be the former speaker of Nigeria, Bello Masari, happened to be, before now, he was the one who even started the public admittance of them paying terrorists called repentant bandits. It was Masari. Bello Masari did so well to protect terrorists, and he abandoned the real citizens who are victims of the terrorism. Bello Masari traveled kilometers into the thick forest to go and meet gun-wielding, blood-sucking terrorists, and he negotiated with them. He paid them. He was the first person to publicly admit that, yes, we paid them 500 million naira. And it was in that state that they told the military, police, everybody, never to arrest any of those bandits. And if they are arrested, they should hand them over to government. They will know what to do. Bello Masari paid 500 million naira to bandits, right? And in exchange for that, the terrorists, they released 1,270 something victims in their captivity. Government and terrorists, military, DSS, police, they were those who escorted the state governor to go and meet the terrorists. And when they met them, they knew that thousands of their people are in the captivities of these terrorists. But he didn't go there to prosecute them. He didn't go there to ask them why they are doing what they are doing. He went there to placate them under this Buhari. Now, he paid them 500 million. They released 1,270 something people, right? They kept the rest. Somehow, we don't know what happened. The kidnappings continued because these guys have collected money. These are guys who are supposed to be pastorists, right? The others. That was the initial deceit they brought. They said those who are kidnapping people, those who are killing people, those who are raping women, kidnapping children, selling them off as slaves. In Nigeria, they were those who were disgruntled because they needed place to graze their cows. That was the primary thing they brought. Now, after paying them money, he said, well, they are talking to them and the boys are responding. And they have even, for peace to reign, they have released their captives. No arrest, no prosecution. Few days after that, kidnapping in Katsina escalated. I am giving you the story of 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. It escalated. More people were kidnapped. In that same Katsina state, they went on to kidnap Kankara boys. Over 600 children, school children, were reportedly kidnapped in Kankara. When they went to Kankara to kidnap the school children, it was the day Buhari was returning to Daura, which means all of the security, federal security, blah, 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 they were in Katsina state to welcome the president. That same day, the terrorists kidnapped over 600 school children. Nobody discovered them. They moved the children from Katsina in Kankara. They moved them down to Niger State. Now, if you are from the southern Nigeria, let me give you the idea of the journey, okay? Moving 600 human beings, including those who kidnapped them, let's say 800 or 700, right? And they were not discovered or detected. Now, it's like moving from, let's say, trekking from Ibadan. No, that would be one state. Trekking from Ibadan to Edo. Do you understand that now? Trekking in the forest from Ibadan to Edo to Benin. That's the comparative journey. Moving almost 800 human beings on foot. And nobody discovered them. The day the president arrived in his own state, you know the story. That's not just all. They went on. They kidnapped in Kankara. They kidnapped in Kajuru. They kidnap more and more when people pay more ransom to them. Who started it? Before Sheikh Gumi came to the picture, it was from Katsina. When they asked this criminal, do you know what he said? In his own words. Let me share that with you. In his own word, though, they were asking him about all that is going on.
Let's talk about the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Some people say the approval rating of the government of the day has dropped, and they will cite issues of insecurity, unemployment, inflation, and even the worsening poverty.
Do we have an election?
Sir?
Do we have an election?
No, not yet.
So, anybody who will say the approval rating of a particular political party has gone down can only be tested during election. And from what we have seen in revalidation and the registration of new members, I think you are getting it wrong.
But there have been protests, discontent.
This is democracy. This is democracy. Even the best democracy in the world, people protest.
So that means the president has not lost the confidence of the people.
Are you talking for yourself?
No, I'm asking a question on behalf of a group of Nigerians
who asked you to ask this question. No. I don't believe them. I'm not part of them.
Okay. Only because you're governor of Katsina State and a member of the APC.
Yes, and I think APC is strong. It's still the strongest party, and it's still the most reliable, dependable party in Nigeria today. I don't think Buhari has failed us. No, I think he has tolerated us. And you know, we had a president, even though a civilian president, who couldn't take all this rubbish that some people are doing. But he is taking everything.
That is the mentality. Buhari is actually tolerating many of you. All your complaint, all your noise, all everything. If Buhari should have his way, maybe we'll just be gunning everybody down on the street. Because all of these things are just rubbish to him. That people are being kidnapped and terrorists are being paid. Terrorists are being compensated by the same people who promised protection. So talking about it is actually like talking about rubbish. Have you heard from them? on Easter pandemic? Have you? They don't give a damn. They have what they wanted. A jihadist government that is in bed with terrorists. And let me tell you something. It doesn't matter which side you belong to. It is the truth. Nigerian government is the one, and those who are in that government are those behind terrorism in Nigeria. Let me tell you one other thing before I play you this next video, because the whole world is watching. The whole world is watching and following. Yes, they might be able to say they are untouchable now, but do you know what we are doing? We are keeping record of all of their atrocities, and we are putting names and faces behind those atrocities. There will be a time that there will be no more Nigeria to protect them. There will be no more of this power and guns that they are wielding today. All the protections they are giving to terrorist apologists in that government in Nigeria today, and those who are keeping quiet. What we are doing now is that we are establishing those crimes. We are putting names behind them. We have people to be held responsible. We are going to hold responsible for all of the crime. The whole world is watching. They will not run away. They will not get away. It doesn't matter how long they hold on to this, okay? There are a few clips I'm going to share with you, but here is a particular one that captured the conversation about the killings of especially of the Fulani terrorists who are now protected by this government from prosecution. They have immunity from arrest and prosecution. They can kill and get away with it. They are not just doing this in northern Nigeria. They are doing it in the Middle Belt. They have done it. They have done it in Middle Belt, still doing it. They are doing it in the southeastern Nigeria. They are doing it in Niger Delta part of Nigeria. They are doing it in Oduduwa Republic, a part of Nigeria. They are doing it everywhere. And those who are supposed to curb them, those who are supposed to build trust, those who are supposed to rebuild confidence, they are the people who are behind all of the attacks. It doesn't matter where you belong to, okay? They will be arrested, they will be prosecuted, and maybe if they die, they might escape justice by that. But that too won't make their name escape justice. Here is a conversation in the Department of State in America where this issue is actually being discussed. In Nigeria, it's a different ball game. Watch this clip. I will be back.
I'd like to congratulate the US State Department for designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern under the International Religious Freedom Act. And it's also encouraging the International Criminal Court has called for an inquiry into war crimes and crimes against humanity in Nigeria. These are much needed recognitions of the horrific situation with terror, thousands of killings, abductions, atrocities, loss of loved ones, homes and livelihoods on a massive scale, as we've heard, in the northern states, Central Belt, and is now moving further south. As CEO of Humanitarian Aid Relief Trust, I've had the painful privilege of visiting many times some of the worst affected areas and have heard directly from survivors of attacks. They have shared with immense bravery and with tears their personal tragedies. As pictures speak louder than words and stay long after many words disappear, I wish to invite you to spend just a few minutes traveling with me to meet one or two of the people and see examples of the destruction inflicted on their communities. So I'd love to show a brief PowerPoint, if I may, and thank very much the competence of the staff here. The theory is Nigeria, Unfolding Genocide. That is the title of the all-party parliamentary group on Nigeria, which was published earlier this year. Next slide, please. Just examples of the tragic statistics. Since 2020, Boko Haram killed 43,000. Islamist Fulani killed 19,000. So I thought it should be 2015, I'm sorry. Since June 2015, 12,000 Christians have been killed, 2,000 churches burnt. January to June this year, in southern Kaduna, 300 Christians have been massacred, and many more since then. And May this year, 350 Igbo villages occupied by Fulani herders and Trua Arab mercenaries. And the figures have increased enormously since then, including in recent weeks, as we've already heard. Next slide, please. Just to meet some of the people and see the situations. This is a church in Kaduna State, and I'm afraid it could be an example of so many churches destroyed. This was a town in Kaduna State where there were 3 churches, the Roman Catholic Church, the Anglican and Equa, they were all destroyed like this. Next slide, please. And this is a village on Saddle Belt, and 4 villages have been attacked. You see the destruction behind. Many had to flee, but those who couldn't flee were left there. This is a pastor who stayed back to look after the ones who couldn't flee, but they were living in perpetual danger. Next slide, please. And in the same village, the pastor was killed in his own home. This is the remains of his home, and it makes one feel extremely humble standing in the home of someone who's recently died for their faith, as so many thousands have in Nigeria. Next slide, please. And this is an example of a typical destruction of a village or a small town, everything destroyed, homes, shops, nothing left. Next slide, please. And this is an example of the kind of atrocities perpetrated over and above the massacres and the killings. This young lady, Veronica, she tried to run away when her village was attacked by the Fulani. She ran with her 6-year-old daughter, but they ran into a group of Islamist Fulani who were surrounding the village. They surrounded her and her daughter. They slashed her on the neck and shoulder with a machete. I've seen the scars. And then they said, your daughter would love to suck her mother's finger. So as you see, they amputated her forefinger and she passed out. And when she came round, her little 6-year-old daughter was lying dead next to her with her mother's finger stuck into her mouth. This is, you can't put this down to climate change. These are atrocities with an intent to perpetrate terror. Next slide, please. And just hugging, what else can you do in situations like that? Next slide, please. And this is a mass grave in another village. All the men in the village who were caught were slaughtered, and we're just paying our tribute at the mass grave together with the bishop of that particular part of Kaduna State. Next slide, please. And drawing to an end, this is a statement from Archbishop Ben Kwashi, the Archbishop in Plateau State, based in Jos. He says, if we have a faith worth living for, it's a faith worth dying for. Don't you, that's us, compromise the faith that they are living and dying for. They are living and dying for their faith. There's concerns with UK government, with questions, debates, evidence to inquiries, and recently by the publication of a report which reference has already been made by the All-Party Parliamentary Group for Freedom of Religion and Belief, and it was entitled, saw earlier, Nigeria Unfolding Genocide, ? That report records thousands of civilians who've been killed in attacks led by Islamist Fulani militia and periodic retaliatory violence. And if I may, I'd like to submit that for the record, as well as the report of our most recent visit. So drawing to a conclusion, to date, UK government's response has been woefully inadequate, I'm sorry to say. Even as militant groups such as Boko Haram and Islamic State West Africa Province sweep across the Sahel, imposing their radical ideologies with violence on those who refuse to comply, and that includes Muslims as well as Christians. UK government appears to underplay the scale of the massacres. They put it down to climate change or desertification. Well, they may be factors, but they refuse to acknowledge that a possible genocide may be occurring. And the Nigerian government also has been seriously remiss in protecting its civilians and bringing perpetrators of killings to account, as we have already heard. So I conclude saying that at present, the reports of killings and abductions continue, as we again already heard, just in the last few days. But the 2 initiatives by the United States and the International Criminal Court may bring perpetrators of genocidal activities to account and bring, at long last, some light for the people of Nigeria at the end of a very long tunnel of suffering and potential genocide. Thank you for letting me share the pain and the passion.
Thank you so very much, Baroness Cox, for your lifelong leadership, but for your great work in Nigeria. It benefits this commission tremendously, and your full statement and materials will be made a part of the record to share with members of both the House and the Senate. So thank you so very, very much for that. We do have Father Clement Epior on the line. The bishop was pulled away. He hopefully may come back, but we do have Father Clement who will now speak on behalf of the bishop. Thank you.
So it's been discussed. What we are doing more is to put names and faces behind those crimes those who are encouraging it, those who are shielding the perpetrators from prosecution and arrest, right? So there have been so many international petitions against so many of these criminals in Nigeria who are in charge, and they believe they have conquered a territory and they can kill and get away with it. No, they won't get away with it. Forget it. Forget about their elections rant. Forget about all the bragging. Forget about the, oh, we will do whatever we like. Yes, they can try to do whatever they like, but they will also pay in due, in full, the consequences of what they have done. Patan Tami is a pandemic, became a minister on purpose under Buhari. This is a man who publicly said he respected and he believed in the teachings of the terrorists, the Taliban, the Al-Qaedas. Now you have the Islamic State of West Africa in Nigeria. It is now the headquarters of the ISIS, the ISWAP, in West Africa, because terrorists are in charge. And you know what they are telling themselves? Come to Nigeria. Come on, everybody should come. You are welcome, You know, it is now the breeding ground for the world terrorism. Nigeria is no longer the transit for terrorists. It is now the breeding ground. You will not be prosecuted. If the government arrests you, they are going to free you. They are even going to pay you. What do you want? What else do you want? Come on, let's go. And the people who encourage that are now in government. Are you with me? And people are saying, you know, it's just that time. Maybe he has changed. What if he has changed? Now that he has realized that they are fooling you if you have bought into that lie. Okay? Do you know that there is something called, watch this on your screen. Do you know there is something called Ashiga Agiara? Ashiga Agiara, I don't know if I pronounced it right, okay? But you see it on your screen, Abi. A Hausa term that means to participate in governance and correct it until you get enough power to dismantle the entire system and replace it with Sharia law. Look at all of the antecedents. Ayatollah Khamenei of Iran. Have you heard about the revolution that brought them to power? Have you heard how they changed Iran? Nigeria is going to be their Iran, but it's going to be worse than Iran. Probably Afghanistan or something even worse. God forbid you make Oduduwa Republic still be part of Nigeria when Nigeria turned to Somalia. God forbid. It is their plan. Gain access into government. Okay? Once you gain access into government, right? Participate in it. Correct it. Try to change few things, until you get enough power to dismantle the entire system. What are they telling us now? Sharia is more powerful than the Constitution of Nigeria. Do you know that? Quran is more powerful. And they call us infidels if you don't believe that. They call us unbelievers, infidels, because we are not believing in what they believe in. I don't believe in Quran now. I don't believe in the Bible, but I respect those who do. Why can't they respect me for whatever I believe in? Why should I be punished and be called an infidel? Do you know what Isa Pandemic said when he was asked about the people? Boko Haram says Western education is a sin. Therefore, book is haram. Book is a sin. Do you understand that now? Now, book being a sin, Nigeria as a country that is not Islamic country, Boko Haram said, because of that, all of us must die if we don't know that Sharia is the ultimate. Don't let them deceive you. That is the agenda. That was what brought Boko Haram. Then you have a minister in Nigeria today, who is practicing what they called, and they are not telling you that, what they called. Let me see if I can cover this. This is the full part. It is called Ashiga Yara, a Hausa term that means to participate in governance and correct it until you get enough power to dismantle the entire system and replace it with Sharia. According to them, jihad isn't entirely ruled out, but it has its time. The jihad that they are bringing, or they have already brought, that jihad is just to participate in that government. They will correct things. They will tell you, this is nonsense. This is rubbish. This is against Islam. This is against the Hadith. This is against that. Okay? And in that regard, they put people who can put their own ideas in. Make them ministers. Make them advisors. Elect them as senators. Elect them as governors. Elect them as people that can influence things. Participate. Pretend to be one Nigeria. Then when you have the power, dismantle the, as Buhari not dismantle the entire system. Do you have judiciary anymore? Do you have the legislature anymore? Do you have any security anymore? Do you have any system working anymore? The civil society organizations, the people who are always forming opposition, whenever government is doing nonsense, where are they? They have dismantled everything. They dismantled to the point that they dismantled opposition. Do you understand? That is the purpose. When you participate, once you gain enough power, how did they gain enough power? Before Patan Tami became this, so watch this. Before Patan Tami became your minister of communication, and I'm going to tell you the power, that power we are talking about, all right? So, this is the formation how they took over the security and the government and every decision that has to do with Nigeria, okay? And after taking everything over, the only thing they could give everybody is insecurity, banditry, killings, kidnappings, ruined economy, joblessness, poverty, corruption. After taking over, read this, they have a structure of, they call it security structure, okay? That security structure is made up of those they claim the president trusts, those who understand how to protect Nigeria. Listen to their names. Watch this.
We call them the National Security Council. At the head, Mr. President, elected, a northerner. Next, Chief of Staff, Ibrahim Gambari, brilliant people, a northerner. Next, National Security Advisor, Monguno, a northerner. Next, Minister of Defense, Magashi, a northerner. Next, the Chief of Defense Staff, Erabo, a southerner. Chief of Army Staff, Atahiru, a northerner. Chief of Navy Staff, Gambo, a northerner. Chief of Air Staff, Amao, a southerner. The DSS Director General, a northerner. DG National Intelligence Agency, a northerner. So your National Security Council, 11. We have 9 northerners, 2 southerners. Look, I'm telling you as a practitioner, a former governor of the state, a general, I'm 70 years old. When you go to such meeting, those 2 southerners, they are just there as onlookers. They are there as onlookers. What do they want to say when the Northern Bloc has 9? And you say Southern Bloc has 2? What does it go now?
Now, look at your screen. You see the faces of those he mentioned, okay? And those that has been replaced with another Northerner when he removed them, right? These are the people who brought insecurity to Nigeria. These are the people who are giving terrorists amnesty. Are you with me? Watch that screen. You see Leo Irabo, Ibrahim Atairu, Isiaka Oamo, Awal Gambo, Usman Baba, Yusuf Bishi. That one is the Director General of DSS. Okay, let's take it this way. Out of those who are in charge of your country and the security and the border and the entrance and custom and everywhere, yet they cannot protect you from the terrorists who are coming to kidnap you. Rather, they are paying them and they're releasing them because they have repented after committing the crime, right? These are the people in charge. Now, Ibrahim Atairu is the chief of army staff. Awar Gambo is the chief of naval staff. Usman Baba is police acting police IG. Yusuf Bishi is the director of DSS. So Ahmed Rufai is Director General of National Intelligence Agency. John Murabwe, I don't know if Bure, that one is in charge of is the Controller General acting. Muhammad Babadede is the Controller General of the Nigeria Immigration. Ahmed Ali is in charge of custom. Ahmed Audi is in charge of the commandant of NSCDC. Abdul Rashid Bawa is EFCC. Bawa. Liman Ibrahim is the Control General. I don't know what that is. Federal prison, I believe. Whatever. Another one here, Buba Marwa, NDLEA. Let me see the number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 people in charge of security. There are others who are not listed though, because I can't see Moguno here, National Security Advisor. I can't see what's this guy name? Is the one that replaced the guy that died. Your former president, your former de facto president, Abba Kyari. Yeah, I can't see his name here, the one that replaced him. However, these are the people in charge of security in Nigeria. Yet, people are being killed. Terrorists are being freed. Do you think that's a coincidence? Of course not. I'll tell you more, right? Listen to this guy, who is now a minister in Nigeria. You may not understand what he's saying. Pay attention to the subtitle, okay? I'll be back.
Haƙƙi ne akan shugabannin musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan malaman musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan 'yan siyasan musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan ma'aikata gwamnatin musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan jami'an tsaro musulmai. Dole su tsaya su ga an bi kadun jinin 'yan uwanmu da aka zubar. Dole su tsaya su ga an bi kadun 'yan uwan jininmu da aka cuta. Jinin alade ya fi shi daraja. Duk da yaran nan 'yan Boko Haram sun yi laifi, amma kisan da aka musu adalci ne. Ka duba yadda ake kwantar da mutane, yadda ka san aladu ana harbe su. Idan sun yi laifi me yasa za a extrajudicial killings? A kai su gaban hukuma mana a hukunta su. Ka kama mutum yana kwance kana kashe shi. In ba musulmi ba ake wannan. Mutanen Niger Delta sun yi wannan, sun kashe jami'an tsaro, sun saci mukamai, sun kashe turawa, sun yi kidnapping turawa, amma kun karbe su, kun bude musu ministry, kun sa musu minista, kun ba su albashi, suna daukan salari ba sa aiki. Laifin su bai kai na waɗannan 'yan Boko Haram ba. Amma me yasa za a yi haka? Me yasa ake selective justice? A wannan lokaci abin da aka tura wannan mulki sai zama kasar ta samu kanta cikin wani rikici. An yi yunkurin tura mulkin amma kuma sai sabbaba wani irin tashin hankali. To the extent that sai kafirai suka fara yunkurin shigowa kasar su yi dominating kasar Afghanistan. Saboda a koda yaushe kuke addini, kuke nutsuwa kuke bautawa Allah kuke karantar da addinin Allah abokanan gaban mu kafirai musamman a sahun gaba USA United States of America wannan iya tayar musu hankali a koda yaushe sukan yi kokari su dan yi likimo suna ga ina za su samu daman launching attack a kanku.
Newswire, Nigeria. That guy is a minister in Nigeria. Now, if you don't understand the gravity of this, maybe you don't really grasp what I've been telling you. I am trying to let you see through why the insecurity in Nigeria escalated to what it is. The terrorists are now in power. Okay? Those who are not carrying guns, but their intention is to participate in government, gain power through the normal process that everybody will see, no matter how flawed. That is, they can participate in election. So that will make it look legit. There should be an election. Did people not vote for us? Did you not see millions of people that gave us the power? That is a legitimate way to gain power. Now, when they have that power, they can then do whatever they want to do by breaking the system. Now, this is the portfolio given to that guy, a terrorist enabler in Nigeria. Maybe you don't have a clue the damages what that is and what you, as a person, what you are exposed to, being a Nigerian or doing a business in Nigeria, where your information, your data is in the hand of a terrorist or the terrorist enabler. Before I share this with you, you remember one day, okay, let me put it this way. Do you remember that time when the Nigerian army, they were so close on, they were so closing on Shekau, and they said that was the time Shekau, Shekau released the video that they were killing him, they were killing his people. Do you remember when it was so close, they were about to capture or kill him? Under this Bokuario, they said another came, order from above, that they should stand down. They have it's like closing somebody to a village. All you needed to do was just finish the job. Okay? That won't mean that that's the end of Shekau or end of terrorism. But that could have been the end of an era of Shekau. But they said another came. Order came from above. That order told the military to step down, to stand down rather. Nobody could verify who gave that order. Eventually, Moguno came out. Moguno is the is the national security advisor to the lifeless Mumumadu Bokuari. Moguno came out and he said, Abba Kyari was alive. Okay? Moguno came out and he released a memo. A memo he wrote and he sent to all of the security chiefs in Nigeria. And he told them in that memo, Moguno said, the reason that he is concerned that the hierarchy, the chain of command of the Nigerian security and defense authorities, right, that they were taking orders from Abba Kyari. And Abba Kyari was just chief of staff to Bokuari. He has no security clearance to discuss the national security, talk less of giving order or directives to the military to obey. How many of you remember that time? Because some of you may not remember. You know me, I am just like your memory card. If you don't remember, when I continue to repeat and repeat and repeat, you will remember. And if you are in doubt, you can quickly use your Google now. Use it. Do you have another phone? Yeah, Google it. Moguno's memo to the Deno as well. Abba Kyari was alive. Buratai the butcher was the chief of army staff. And you know, they said they have partially or technically defeated Boko Haram in December 2015. Abi? Then in 2016, they said the Boko Haram, their defeat was because of the rain, that they are doing everything to still defeat Boko Haram until it became a joke. And they gave birth to ISWAP, gave birth to bandits, gave birth to all the manner of criminality going on now, right? Abba Kyari was alive. Buratai the Butcher, Ambassador Buratai the Butcher, was still the chief of staff, chief of army staff. So Moguno said, he wrote a memo and he sent it to all of them. He said, stop taking orders from Abba Kyari. His orders are hampering the fight against Boko Haram. His orders are affecting the chain of command in fight against Boko Haram. His orders, his intervention, they should stop taking order from him. It is illegal. They ignored him. Benny, shut up. You are just talking nonsense. What do you know? It's like you are living in the past. You think because we made you the national advisor to the money coin, that makes you somebody who get opinion. You are just stupid. Shut up. Your real president is Abba Kyari. You just had no clue. And they take orders from him only. From Abba Kyari. Is the president, de facto president then. And have you noticed that immediately he died? Immediately Abba Kyari died. The whole entire Aso Rock collapsed into disarray. Have you noticed? Well, you should have noticed. All this why it was Abba Kyari. Abba Kyari this. Abba Kyari will pay them money. Abba Kyari will bribe this. Abba Kyari will try to meet the media. Abba Kyari was doing everything, covering up. Even when the lifeless Bokwari was in London, Abba Kyari had to stay there. And Ikene Shatabandu, the special advisor to Bokwari on burial arrangement and condolences matter, fake pastor Shibade, had to take his own document to London for Abba Kyari to sign because the vegetable Bokwari was long gone. You remember that time? Okay, let's come back to the story. I hope I have managed to knock your subconscious mind back now, Abi. Fine enough, Abi. Good. Sorry if I've been so repetitive, okay? If you are just new to Maiyegun's diary, don't worry. You are going to get used to it, okay? That is why it's always good to watch Maiyegun's live. When Maiyegun is live, it can be somehow when you are repeating or watching again, okay? Right. So somebody was giving the order for them not to kill the Boko Haram leader. So until now, that we have found a lot about Patan Tami Issa pandemic. Are you with me? Issa pandemic that is now the man in charge of Nigeria Ministry of Communication. Sorry about that. He is the Minister of Communication, Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy. Let me tell you what this guy is supervising. Your data, everything about you. NIN, National Identification Number, is not the idea of Boko Haram. National Identification Number has been in existence since 2014, if I'm not mistaken. It's not the idea, but the intention is to delegitimize and then cancel many of your SIM cards. Are you with me? Then the intention, according to them, was to fight terrorism. No, it's not. It's about fighting terrorism. You know that you have to register your SIM card before you can use it, Abi. Which SIM card are the terrorists using to communicate? But here is what this guy is overseeing. If you don't know, this guy, the ministry is in charge of, which deals with all data. This data covers the following: national security assets. When you talk about national security assets, it means all manner of information on everybody. Are you with me? It is like Shekau having your data right now. You can do anything with it. Yes. They can coordinate attack. They can coordinate how they are going to take anybody out whenever they want to. Yes, that's how it is. And that is why whenever they want to go after anybody criticizing Boko Haram, they can find the person in 24 hours using your phone line. But they cannot find how these criminals, the terrorists are communicating because they own the line. Now, listen. NIMC, which database of all Nigerians and expatriates, okay? Galaxy Backbone, the web infrastructures for the ministries, departments, and agencies of government. Armed forces, the Nigerian military and armed forces, their website and their domain and everything that has to do with their web actions and all of that, backend and all of that. This guy is overseeing it, including the military data that is being transferred from ministry to ministry, from department to department, and from different parastatals in government all over the country, including banks and everything that has to do with data. He has access to them. Okay. More, the Nigerian NICOMSAT, the Nigerian satellite in space, that one put there by China. Every information. The purpose of that satellite coverage is that it will be sending signal. It will help them do a geo scanning. Don't mind me. Oh, that's why I'm using my hand. Okay. All of you who understand what I'm talking about, you help me tell those who don't understand. But people like those who won't understand very much of what I'm trying to describe, just watch my hand, okay? Watch my hand. You see, it's like I putting satellite up there, right? That satellite, Nigerian satellite, is up there to capture geo. Geo means to capture every territorial surface of Nigeria, anywhere they call Nigeria. The help of satellite, as we have it in this country and the rest of the world, is that will help them to map, right? And it will also help them in covering anything that has to do with crime. For example, they can link all these CCTV cameras and receive the signal from the sat-nav, who has a geo coverage of the entire country, and you can get to know where are the terrorists, where are the places where people are, you know what I mean? And including your phone lines. Are you with me? You see that phone line? That satellite was supposed to know where you are using it. It doesn't matter which network you are using. Even if you go to Nigeria and you roam your number, once you are in Nigeria, there are supposed to be satellites up there that captures all of us. That satellite also has power to capture our faces. Do you understand? They can put camera everywhere, like we have in this country. See, everywhere I go in this country, there are camera, the street light camera, new, a traffic light camera, new, just small building camera, everywhere. They have cameras that can capture my face. Everywhere I go in the city center, you are just walking and listening to your music. You don't even know anything. All those cameras, you think it's for security. The security is that if they capture your image, your face, that face, GPRS, they call GPRS locator. You see, I've got guys who are smarter, who know the right keyword. Let me keep dropping the keywords. People are reading the comments, okay? But all of you will know to understand the keyword. You get what I'm trying to say now, Satellite up there that can help identify everybody inside Nigeria. So if you have committed any crime anywhere, since they have your biometric, you don't do fingerprint when you want to do registration for vote, Abi. You don't do biometric when you want to get international passport, when you want to get driver license, when you want to do the national identification number. Well, all of these things that you sharp put your if you commit crime anywhere and they are looking for you, the camera will help them capture your face without anybody coming after you. Once the camera capture your face, GPRS, bam, it will send it to the satellite. Satellite will locate all that data. If they are looking for you, satellite will send it back. Bam, within 1 second, 2 seconds. It will send it back to the rights authority. Since they are looking for you, they'll say, hey, they saw Maiyegun at Muritala International Airport at 12:05 today. That's the job of the satellite to identify everybody. You know, Nigerian satellite now, there was a time they declared it missing. They were looking for it. You remember that time? It was Obasanjo who first started it. They put it in, up there. Now China build them. They say, you know, everything Nigeria get case. Abi, if you are in Nigeria and you are a footballer, beautiful career, a very great career, that you should just feel like, okay, I want to go and play for Olympics to represent Nigeria. Beautiful career. Go there, get gold so that you can improve on your career. But that's a very bad advice for any average Nigerian. You know why? Once you leave Nigeria like this, Baba, na Japa level. You know what it's called, Japa? That's what happened to that satellite. China built a satellite. Obasanjo called the tape. They sent it to the orbit to go there and help Nigeria cover Nigeria, it does a lot. It also helps in science and research. Honestly, I'm telling you. Satellite, that's what Onyibo are using. All these things they are shooting up there. That's why it's easy for you now that you don't need to go and watch me on NTA. You don't need to go and watch me on TV. Now satellite they do all this broadband and all of it. Now satellite. So Nigeria sent one to the orbit. The satellite Japa, they sent first one. They don't find them. As it land for orbit, it ran away. They sent the second one. They said that one get fault. That one sick. Won't come back. They don't bring them back. But I think they did the third one. Now that one is up there. It's supposed to be helping Nigeria to find terrorists to identify those who have committed crime. But it's a lie. Good luck, Egbere Jolantan. Spent over 100 billion naira. Well, awarded over 100 billion, I'll be 500 billion. Well, I don't know. Sharp billion. To do security CCTV inside Abuja so that they can identify thieves. They can identify the people like Buhari terrorists, people who are terrorists, Issa Patan Tami, Issa Pandemic, and the rest of them, who managed to gain access into government. Jonathan said he spent the money. They no see the camera. They no see satellite. They no see computer. They no see building. They no see even the image from the satellite. They no see anything. Last, the Shah handed it over to Issa Patan Tami. If that satellite is working, that means Issa Patan Tami is in charge of identifying all of us. If I enter Nigeria now, Issa Patan Tami will know. Issa Pandemic will know. What kind of pandemic is that? Simply because I happen to come from Oduduwa Republic, which is conscripted and forced to be part of Nigeria. Now, my identity, my information, my location, what I do, where I sleep is in the hand of terrorists, and they are telling me not to feel worried. They are telling me I'm overreacting. They are telling me that he has changed. Hello, is that enough? Is that enough for me to say, well, they say he has changed. People change. Alaye, people know they change. If people change, listen, if people they change, Buhari would have changed. Didn't they tell you that Buhari is a repentant or reformed dictator? Did they not tell you? I mean, you forgot those people who did the job. They told you. We will work with you to build a Nigeria that is not corrupt. I bring you a message of hope. We are going to spend a lot of resources on education. How? How do you want me to feel? What do you want to tell me? Oh, listen, they are not even doing a good job. The job of trying to make you believe that there's still something that can be done is a fraud. That those they gave the job to, they have been so exposed. Imagine somebody telling me I should not react. I shouldn't talk like that. At least 2023 is there. I should bring in another lifeless mannequin to come and give me hope. Same way Buhari gave hope to the people they told. They said all you needed was just to vote for Buhari. Don't vote for Buhari. Okay, people fought. People died to bring in jihadists. 6 years after that, people from Daura are refugees somewhere else. Even people from my own state, Ogun State. Am I supposed to feel proud? Are you telling me I should just manage them till 2020? I don't want to say thunder will fire you, even though thunder will fire you, okay? But I don't want to say that as such. You want me to keep calm? They are giving that job to paid hungry touts, louds, crumb eaters, crumb chasers, ass lickers, Buhari deans, the Buhari diddens, the Lagos Abobakus, for goodness sake. They want to tell me that I should not feel worried. I am just overreacting. Now that they have taken over everywhere, they have destroyed all institutions. Who should I turn to? Lagos Abobakus. Listen to them. These are the people who want to convince me about 2023. And I don't think they are doing a good job. They will never do a good job. Not on me, not on you, not these guys. Come on, not this.
But we are begging him. We are crying. We are pleading that he must come and contest to lead this country. Because we see what he has done. He was in governor of Lagos State. And all the people he has made, those he mentored, his mentees, they are all doing well in their various fields. All his mentees in the political circle are doing very well. When you look at Lagos State remained the pace setter for all the states in the whole Africa, not only in Nigeria. So because of that, we believe Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has what it takes to lead this country to the promised land. If you can remember, sometimes ago in the year past, he wanted to establish a power plant for Lagos State, aero gas then, but for political reasons, some disgruntled element disqualified that on personal selfish agenda. We don't have Michelin in this country again. We don't have Dunlop again. We don't have many manufacturing countries in the country again. Why? Because they are all running on generator to produce, and to produce on generator, you know what it costs? It will surely bounce back on the cost of productions. So automatically, who is going to buy a tire at rate of 75,000 naira? He's better to go to the neighboring country, produce there, and export it down to Nigeria. Because of that, we are begging Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu to please, for God's sake, to come and contest for the president of this country. He has not told us, but I believe he should have interest. If he doesn't have interest now, we are pleading on behalf of all Nigerian youth. He should come and contest, because we believe he has what it takes to be the leader, number one, of this country, and he has to take us to the promised land. Because if Asiwaju is not contest 23, I will leave this country. No future for anybody, because he must come and contest for the generation yet unborn. God will help you.
So much now.
You think say you're wise? You are a mumu man. You are a mumu man. And then throw the chair.
A complete mumu man. Did you hear that? He is actually talking as if to say, these are not the same miscreants who were saying the same thing in 2014, 2015. These are the same miscreants. These ass lickers, these crumb eaters, crumb chasers, obedient fools, sophisticated morons, unput slaves, social media bandits, Facebook adsmen, the Buhari idiots. Come on, man. What do these guys actually take off? Who do they take us for? Fools? I mean, is that the argument? No Michelin in Nigeria, no electricity in Nigeria. Asiwaju should come and contest. Is that not what they told them in 2014? Is that not why they brought change? What happened to that? Please, don't let those charlatans. This is what they eat. Okay? I am glad he said he was going to leave Nigeria. I told you, some of them now waiting they won't eat, then they find. If Asiwaju no contest, how are they going to continue to collect Asiwaju Progressive Youth Fund? That is something that gives them 500 naira, 1,000 naira per meeting. And the journey has started anyway. They are already collecting mobilization money. The money is there. Asiwaju will not use that money to build 24 hours electricity for Lagos. They would rather put the billions together and use it for 2023. So that in 2027, they can still tell you, we have to do more. We no longer have Michelin in Nigeria. Mad people everywhere. Mad people. We have to do it for the sake of a generation unborn. What happened to the 6 years? What happened to the generation that are coming now? That everybody want to turn to Onibara. Fine Bara. Bambi ala, Ashiriabo, Bambi ala, Majari, Buka, Bambi ala, Ashiriabo, Bambi ala, where everybody is now doing Bambi ala. Even state governors are doing Bambi ala. Everybody is doing Bambi ala. Bokwari is doing Bambi ala. Everywhere they go to, they are begging for money. Where is that future? The gang of thieves for 22 years. He's talking about people raised by Asiwaju. Asiwaju, look at the people Asiwaju has raised. Yes, now, the likes of Isaleko Barack Obama, the Bantue Fashola, Abi, or is he Aregbemubo of Oshun, the one, a single person in history as a Yoruba people, Omoluwabi, this guy came, robbed everybody, bankrupted the entire state, forced his own people to agree that there is nothing bad in collecting half salary if your state is struggling. Wrecked the entire state to the point that they became so indebted. In Osun State, they became so indebted that they no longer collect monthly allocation. Can you beat that? Imagine you borrow, and your salary every month. Once they pay you, you just have to collect, maybe you are collecting 20,000 naira every month. You don't borrow. But because they are pitying you, they will now give you 30 naira from your 20,000 naira. That's the state of Osun. Under Aregbemugbo, Baba, what's that his name? Baba Kabiru. What's that his son's name again? Kabiru Abi? I can't remember his son's name again. I think they call him Baba Kabiru. Aregbemugbo. He is in charge of police now. He's in charge of the internal interior, Ministry of Interior for Buhari. Those are the people. And in 22 years, Yoruba land became poorer. They are pointing at Lagos. Nobody the Lagos with that. The mega slum. Mega slum of West Africa. Mega slum of Africa. Look at them. Look at them. The slums. A state that generates revenue. Annual revenue that can feed and take care of, another 10 states. In fact, imagine one single state generating over 600 billion naira every year. Internal revenue, they don't need federal allocation. Forget the federal allocation. And they share this money that they also became the most indebted state in Nigeria. When you take Nigeria out of the picture, the most indebted state in Nigeria is Lagos State, with a debt of over 1.4 trillion naira. 22 years of the Bewiri. You won't even remember, you won't even believe that under these Bewiri criminals who put more people in poverty, enriched themselves, and became the Lord of the Manors, you won't believe that in 22 years, not even just ordinary electricity could be constructed. 22 years. And you won't even believe it that in that same 22 years, Nigeria received debt forgiveness. That means the debt of Nigeria came to zero in 2006. The Bewiri, the Tifnumbu, the Lagos landlord, Mufu Olo Shaoko of Lagos, brought them poverty. And they are using that example as template. Why won't they? Why won't they? Don't be waiting there and give you go collect. So that's not the kind of people that will talk to me and talk about why we should stay or be part of this fraud and corruption. Nigeria has been compromised. And when Nigeria is compromised, your safety is compromised. When they ask you to wait for who? Who is coming to defend you? Repentant bandits, repentant terrorists who are now being recruited into the military. Are those the ones coming to save us? Mazi Kanu said they are going to start ESN in northern Nigeria. You see, say everything done pafuka. You see, we talk about what is going on. We encourage your people to continue to stand up for themselves, and then to also to avoid violence. The terrorists in charge of Nigeria continue to preach violence, death, and bloodbath. See, everything don't scatter. It don't become yam pepper scatter. That is what is called yam pepper scatter. Now, they say they are taking ESN to the northern Nigeria. You are going to see ESN in Kanu. You are going to see ESN in Sokoto. You are going to see ESN in Zamfara. You are going to see ESN everywhere. Say that one, that one never turn to. There is a word for it. But I think yam pepper scatter. Better describe it. Miyetiala, who came to prominence when Buhari and his gang of jihadist apologists came to power. Miyetiala became spokesperson for all terrorist groups in Nigeria. They started intimidating and threatening everybody. If you talk, they will tell you they are going to kill you. If you say anything, they will ask government to arrest you or kill you. Miyetiala, the spokesperson for the terrorists in Nigeria, they are being funded by the government of Buhari. Imagine Miyegun becoming road construction company in this same Nigeria. Imagine that. Imagine an Islamic television station that should be for Islamic programs. So, Isa Pandemic contracted them and commissioned them to be reporting every federal government activities. He commissioned them. Are you with me? In a country where you have those of us who don't believe in any religion. I know some of you don't like that. But we are talking about respecting everybody's belief, everybody's faith, everybody's I don't believe in that. I don't believe in all of that religion. Does that not make me a less human being? In a country that says Sharia will cut off my head because I am infidel. Why do you want me to be part of that? And the people who believe in that ideology who said they rejoice when unbelievers are killed. That person protecting terrorists as we speak. You are telling me I am overreacting. Are you mad? You must be. Because I'm angry. My security, my safety is compromised. I am going to be treated as a subhuman, a less human, simply because I don't believe in a certain thing, or I don't believe in a certain faith. Come on. I'm angry with that. I won't accept that. And I'm not alone. We are many who believe that, no, you won't force me to accept Sharia. You won't come in the open and say, Sharia is just for those. Are you mad? You must be. In a country where you want me to start asking you if your Sharia will affect me or not. What kind of country is that? And the apologists are saying it is normal. No, it's not normal. It's not normal. Do you get that now? Those who are releasing them, take the war to them, which is good. Miyegun are now telling me that they have to join the vigilante, they have to join the Amotekun to protect me in Oduduwa land, because Nigerian military has failed me. Nigerian military has failed everyone from my part of the country. Nigerian military is going after everyone from my part of the country, killing them for asking for protection from Nigeria. When you talk about it, they criminalize you. Miyegun get funding from the government of Buhari. Miyegun get contract, which in a way is the means of money laundering, funding terrorism. Come on, man. And you want me to ignore all of that and pretend that that is not happening because you think it's conspiracy. Yet we are seeing people turn to refugees. We are seeing villages being ransacked. We are seeing children being kidnapped. We are seeing people being kidnapped. We are seeing farms being ransacked. We are seeing all of these things. You want me to be like I'm just overreacting? Forget it, Baba. You must be mad. If anyone tells you otherwise, probably that person is also mad or trying to make you not to feel mad or believe that you are mad, and it's not helping you. You are a madman or a mad woman if you think I'm overreacting. It's as simple as that. I shouldn't react. I should listen to them because they told me that that is not what they mean by that. But when I turn around, my head is off my shoulder. If I manage to turn around, because I won't. Before I say jack, my head is off my shoulder, and somebody will come and say, you know what? That person that killed you. You see this person that is about to cut off your head, He is cutting off your head because of his belief. I don't believe in his belief. I don't support him, okay? Whatever he does to you, just know that he's not doing it in them. Are you mad? Why am I even asking? Of course you are. Of course you must be. I mean, we have those who are also members of the political party who believe that if you keep quiet for too long because you are benefiting from Nigeria, even if you are Igbo, listen, no matter of time before you agree that Nnamdi Kanu is right.
If you don't want us to express ourselves by talking about Biafra, are you calling for war? Biafra is not a call for war. It is only blackmailers that say that Biafra is a call for war. That's your hand up. They will encourage. That's your hip. How many APC? How many leaders are APC? And we will say it in the gathering. And when you need to go. Biafra is a call for referendum. Nothing more, nothing less. And how dare Buhari say that he will not abide by the need to call for a referendum? If you call for a referendum today, and those who are in support of Biafra do not win by at least 90%, I will commit suicide. Referendum is simply to put a box through those in support, yes. Those who are against, no. Put the two boxes. Buhari Sayegbe. Why is it difficult for the elites to join up? So that they may want Nigeria here again. Because Nigeria is sick beyond limit. Nigeria is the only country in the world where every single project that is put in government is put with a plan to steal some money. That is the truth. Third mainland bridge, third Niger bridge, every year they second Niger bridge, Obasanjo, second Niger bridge, Yaradua, second Niger bridge, Jonathan, second Niger bridge, Buhari, second Niger bridge. Second Niger bridge, so what we are saying in summary is that it is not true that the laws of Nigeria do not give us space to agitate for our rights as a people. Go and see that are the ones attacking us. How many times have you had that people who are resident anywhere went to burn down the mosque? But at one time they will come to burn down the Catholic churches where you are. When we're barely expressing ourselves as provided under the Constitution the right of freedom of worship. If you don't want us to express ourselves by talking about Biafra, are you calling for war? Biafra is not a call for war. It is only blackmailers that say that Biafra is a call for war. That's your hand up. They courage. That's your hip. I'm on APC. I'm a leader of APC. And we will say to the gathering, I want you need
to A call for Biafra is not a call for war. A call for Oduduwa Republic is not a call for war. Where reasonable people and not animals are involved. Do you get what I mean now? The animals in power, all they wanted is power. They have the power. They want to change the system, destroy the system, and install their Sharia all over us. If you are a Muslim, they are not doing this in your interest. I wish they were. I mean, that could probably end them, your support. It is all deceit. If you look at those, even if you are a Fulani man or a woman watching this video right now, whatever they are doing, it's not in your interest. If it is, economically, how well have you been? Safety-wise, how well have you been? What kind of development have they brought in 6 years? If all of this is about Fulani people, it is about the selfish agenda of the jihadists, whose own plan is completely different from yours. But yeah, they would rather use a shared religion with you. That is why you should never take side. Don't ever join them. Look at all the evidences against it's a pandemic. Do you know that those who believe, who are radicals like him, who are terrorists like him, they are saying this because the expose on Issa Patantami, Issa pandemic, is actually an attack on Islam. Let me tell you something. Before now, yeah, this whole madness that has now gone into everyone's head, yeah, this madness started with Jonathan versus Buhari. Have you noticed how that changed? Every criticism of Buhari is no longer seen as criticism of Buhari or APC. It is considered as a criticism of the North. If you stand up against Buhari, all of them in that place consider that as an attack on the North. So they changed it to North versus South, right? fledging connection between the North and the South, they finally sever that by turning everything. When you talk against Buhari, when you criticize him, they change that to an attack on northern Nigeria. So that was how those of you who are from northern Nigeria, even though many of you are victims of the insecurity, victims of the poverty, victims of the underdevelopment, victims of the insecurity and the kidnappings, your children, your relatives have been killed or kidnapped by these terrorists. And there you are watching them defend the terrorists, pay the terrorists, and they are rehabilitating them while you languish in squalor. Even if you are not living in the north, but as a northerner, look at it that way. You have been the victims, but when you should stand up, when the rest of the country stand up against Buhari, do you see how they rally you around and turning it into north versus south? Have you noticed? It is because that is the only way, the divided way, they can keep their people being killed, massacred every day by terrorists, and nobody is going to be arrested or prosecuted for it. So when they use religion, especially for those of you who are from the southern Nigeria, beautiful Muslims, you believe in your faith. You don't believe in the violence. You don't believe in kidnapping people and forcing people or killing people using no manner of defeat or distraction, to call it whatever name they want to call it. You don't believe in that. But do you know that they are already dragging you into believing that an attack on this criminal, they call it attacko, an expose on Buhari and every jihadi criminal in his government, once they are exposed, they are making you believe that is an attack on a Muslim. And you are a southerner. You are also sharing in the insecurity. You have been reading about it. All of these vices that Buhari brought, the southerners are sharing in it. Now this insecurity, we are sharing in it, and it's going to get worse. It's time for you to have a critical thinking. Then they throw the card of religion. And you are beginning to fall for it. You are beginning to ignore the facts. You are letting down your religion, which is something they can easily use on you to take better part of you. They have their reason for what they have done, but they are hiding a lot from you that put you in danger. But because you are a Muslim like them, or because you are a Christian like them, and all these criminals, they can easily play that on you and say, don't listen to those who are criticizing us. So they are criticizing us. They want us to leave that power because we are Muslims. Ask them, what benefit of being a Muslim have you benefited under this criminal government when it comes to development, when it comes to people's and I'm talking about human development now, or security? Then you realize that it's been a scam all along. If you don't allow yourself to be dragged into it, it will be easier to see through the lies. And when they can no longer use that, they will lose the grip. You will gain the power, and you can decide whatever you want afterward. Sounds so easy, doesn't it? Well, the easiest part is after you have regained control. Regaining control is what this is all about. Regaining control of your own mind, regaining control of your own thoughts, regaining control of everything that they have used on you. Take that back. Don't listen to their lies anymore. Don't accept or entertain their own fear. You know what they do? They talk into your fear. You are asking for war. If you ask us to break Nigeria, that's going to be war. Why is it going to be war? War with who? And why? Oh, war with those who are holding the power. They are holding the power on behalf of what? Of who? Fulani. Are you a Fulani? Are you safe in Nigeria? Be honest, though. I'm not talking to Buhari idiot here. Those who have already, they said if you want to become a Buhari Didiri, a Buhari Dinotu, or a Buhari Shuku, or Ngoziari, or Nekari, or if you want to be a Mumu Madu, Bele lecturer, or Mumu lecturer, whatever chance you choose, you're not going to need your brain. You're not going to need your mind. They are going to take that away from you. They're going to give you another mind. Where the likes of, then they will outsource your thinking for you. Where the likes of Laya Muhammad, where the likes of Garbage Shiu, where the likes of Femi Adesina, where the likes of all these other court jesters, clowns can be thinking for you. Do you understand? You will see something now. They will say, no, you are wrong. Look very well. It's not that. It's a different thing. Say, but they see. It's this. You are not seeing. Look very well. It's a different thing. Say, but I can see it now. Oh, you know. Let us give you Jiggy Bola. Let's give you Jiggy Bola. Jiggy Bola will let you see very well. Say, oh yeah, look very well. Say, yeah. I didn't see well before. Thank you, Bola Tifnumbu, for Jiggy Bola. I can see it now. I thought it was white. It's actually black, even though it looks white. But I get it now. These glasses make me see it better. So when you take back control, when you no longer listen to them, when you don't let them talk to your fear, the fear of what is going to happen. Hey, are they going to kill us? They don't have the capacity. Take back that the control. Take that back from them. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Doesn't matter. Because according to Buhari, nothing is going to change.
It went on very well. After your well-deserved rest in London, what will Nigerians expect from your administration going forward?
Continuity.
Continuity. Do you know what that means? It means that between us and them, I don't know if you understand that. The fight just start. We're going to follow the ESN when they go to the north. We're going to see how they are doing. And they are doing well anyway. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to see you again tomorrow. I have somebody I'm going to bring on Maiyegun's Diary very soon. He's a guy who is so deep when it comes to investigative journalism. And he's done a lot of number on Buhari and his gang of thieves. I'm going to bring him on very soon. Remember what I told you about our sponsor? I like that. It's so cool, right? It means that as you are watching, other people are looking at how to partner with Maiyegun. Come on, we have the number. We can do better for ourselves, make things better as well for those who look up to us, okay? From next week or from the first week of May, you are going to join me to welcome our sponsor, the first of its kind, a deal that is not much because I've got better deals with my friends here, but it's something to say. It's an endorsement that comes with what we are doing. We have the reach, we have the number. Let's use it to our own advantage and expand as well. I'm going to tell you more about that when I see you next time. But until then, if you enjoy your time with me tonight, remember, you can click on the like button. Yes, under this video. Click that. Apart from that, you can also share the video if you haven't really shared that. Subscribe on Maiyegun's Diary, okay? Subscribe. Become a premium member of Maiyegun's Diary, which means through Maiyegun's Diary, if you become a member of Maiyegun's Diary, either as a silver, gold, you will see it under your video. You will see join. If you click on join Maiyegun's Diary membership, yeah, that means you can choose which platform you want to be. That will give you the option of having access to every new video of Maiyegun. Yeah, before the rest of everyone sees them. They're not really so much, but it gives you the opportunity. It also gives you the opportunity of, avoiding adverts in every of my videos. Some people don't like that. Ask my premium friends. They'll tell you they don't have to watch a video, adverts on Maiyegun's video. That can be something relaxing if you take a look. Until I see you again, stay safe and good night.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Prẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀súnra kì í.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀súnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ìfọ́níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀.